All right, we're here at Smash Summit, Beyond the Summit's first Smash event, and I've gotten some time with Swedish Delight, the wild card himself. I've got a long list of questions for you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. And I have a question that I haven't even written down, but I want to know. When Red Bull writes their article about you, what's the subtitle going to be? Because I kind of just called you the wild card, and I kind of like it. But what would you call yourself?
I have no idea. Why would you think Red Bull would write about me? Just for this?
No, at the rate you're going, you're on the rise, man. You're like straight up right now. Your velocity is crazy, and it's very exciting. And I want to know, I mean, you've had some really good performances this year. Have you noticed a difference in the way people are treating you?
I definitely feel that way outside of the state or outside of my region in tri-state. Before everyone I know, like who are the top players who I've interacted with and roomed with, they're like, "Oh, James, you're so good." And I'm like, no, I'm not, because let's say Reddit thinks I'm not as good as I could be. But now I'm definitely seeing more like public opinion, like go up, like someone comes up to me like, "Hey, I really like your Sheik. You're doing really good things." I'm like, "Oh, I never thought of that."
Yeah, but how about the other pros? Do the other pros look at you and talk to you differently now that they know you're kind of like one of them?
Well, I don't think this year has been that different. Everyone said like, "Oh, I have so much potential," like especially again from New Jersey and New York. Like, "James, you're really good. Like, you should be beating these people." And I think this year I've just changed my mindset and how I play and how I prepare, that I'm actually able to beat the people that I want to beat in tournament. So everyone always knew I could do it, and this is the first time I've actually been doing it.
This year alone, you've beaten Kirby Kaze, West Balls, Zoo. Any others I should throw in there before I ask my question?
I beat Wizrobe. I think that was my happiest win. Well, I mean, he didn't play as well as he could have. He definitely did not compared to the other days, but that was a huge mental block against me, just in general, because he like wrecked me some other times.
Okay, so Kirby Kaze, West Balls, Zoo, and Wizrobe. Where would you rate yourself in the top 100 right now? If I gun to your head, where would you rate yourself?
I would say top 25. Definitely.
Top 25?
I've beaten people in that area before, and it's just the fact that I'm not able to go out as much out of my region. I have school. That's mainly it. I just didn't also take initiative to travel as much as this year, so I think I have the potential definitely to be top 25. And I just have to show it now, because again, I've beaten those people, and I'm rated 56 right now, and I see some people ahead of me. I'm like, oh wait, I've beaten them already.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have yearly rankings. They become outdated super fast. You being a good example of that. Next question, what the hell is a Swedish Delight? I Googled it trying to find out and got nothing but you.
So my name was actually given to me by my friend Kevsu. He's also the Bert of Bert Gaming that we talk about. So we're actually just town friends. We're from the same school. He's a few years older than me, same grade as my brother, and so we just all called ourselves Bert Gaming for fun. And he gave me the name. It was around the time when Armada was like coming in, like 2010ish, and we were just talking about delightful things in Sweden, like IKEA and meatballs. And I'm like, hey, it's a Swedish delight, and then that's what he like. You should be called that. And I'm like, okay, sure. And I was Captain Jamie before, and I think that was for like a couple of years. And I was like, that actually makes sense. My name is James. And then once I did that once, I think it was G Money who just kept on calling me Swedish at the tournaments, and everyone just went with him and like, no, you're definitely Swedish now.
Nice. Does your mom know what a Swedish Delight is?
Oh, she has no clue. She is she is just like, yeah, just go do your thing.
Go do your video games thing, James. Players like Zoo and Hugs launched these ridiculous campaigns for Summit. I mean, they bled and sweat for it, and they had these campaign drives. And other players had benefactors, sponsors and individuals who wanted to see them succeed. Kage sort of made a deal with the devil, whereas Swedish Delight was tweeting about his lab partners. I think you tweeted about your lab partners more than you did about Summit. Oh, yeah. I think that's possible. And so I ask you, with all due respect, who was it that voted you in?
Okay, so it was in the end, it was definitely the help of New Jersey and New York combined, and maybe New England. I haven't really seen much from their Facebook group for them voting for me, but I did ask them, and Slocks also like said like I give you my support. So I think New England also, but I did a lot of individual work, just asking like my friends and family like throughout the entire years. I'm like, hey, remember me? I'm trying to go into this tournament here in California, and I need votes basically. So round one, I everyone who I asked was like from my work or from school, and again from my town, like hometown, and I barely got in by that. I also went into Melee Hell for like a little bit, but they did give me like a little bit of help, and because the votes are so close, yeah, that was actually important. So it was funny when I first joined Melee Hell. The first post was like, "Why is Swedish Delight even in this?" And I was like, "Oh, great!" And because like I went into that post and like made a joke, it's like, "Damn, I joined Melee Hell and just see the first thing is just attacking me," and I think I got like 2 votes from that, so that was important. And then round two, a lot of it was help from friends and again family, or no, not my family per se. My brother did help a lot in Chicago. He got his friends to vote for me, and then Burt Gaming, my hometown, we like all banded together. I was like, hey, because we're all around the country now. So again, we got our friends like that, and I individual message people in my clubs, again, and I help them make Smash GG accounts to be able to vote for me. I have to thank for sure Simon Lee. We actually decided like, hey, because all the people voting for me, they didn't know anything about Smash or whatnot. So I was like, hey, can you make a video for me to show people how to donate to me? It's like make a Smash GG account and go through the process, and that would help a lot because a lot of people just had trouble voting for me. That's why they didn't do it. Like, oh, James, I support you. You've been my friend, but Smash GG is really hard to use. So we made a video, or he made a video explaining that, and I was able to send that out. Then my friend Sam Liu, part of Burt Gaming as well. He's in California. He actually lives with Kevin, who's the Burt guy, and he made a website tracking like where I was in the standings, and again like had the video just like info about what I was doing. So because of that, it was just easy to spread the word like why I was going to this tournament and what I was going for and why I needed $5. So because of them, it was that was like definitely the reason why I was able to stay in for the weeks and eventually just like push through to make it into day 2. One thing I like got noticed for was I said I would donate my winnings to charity, which I did. I definitely will, and I pledged more money anyway because I wanted to get like organizations from my school on my side, and I have like direct, like I'm really good friends with people who are like leaders in that. So like, hey, if you help me out, I'll give like some money back, and I'm for the kids anyway. That's like our basically the biggest school charity is Embrace Kids, and we're all it's like a cult in our school, and so I was like, I'll pledge money for organization gives me help, and in the end they actually didn't do that much. So sorry guys, I'm calling you out right there. It would have been a lot easier if you were able to vote for me and all that, but people are busy. It's hard to spread the word within like a 100-man organization, and my friends did help in the end, so I definitely give back money to them. But yeah, to summarize, it was mainly New Jersey, New York, and then my friends, like personal friends that helped me out.
That's awesome. So you were hustling, you just weren't doing it over social media. And because everybody here will get a paycheck, there will be a donation to charity guaranteed no matter what. Swedish, who are your role models?
My role models? Oh, wow. For Smash in general? Anyway? Role models, really good. For Smash, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually look up to Hungrybox now. I mean, I'm always, all right, sorry, Juan, but sometimes you're a little too much. I'm like, all right, I need to take a step back away from you. He has a strong personality.
He does.
Yeah. Not in a bad way per se. It's a little too much for me sometimes. But what he does is just amazing. So what I've been going through is like he's like always saying I'm a student and like I'm really like doing my best to balance both lives, and I'm like also in the same situation. I'm just like, wow, I can't do this at all. It's so hard to balance. I'm like really stressed out and tired. Like how can I? And also, he's been going through like against the crowd all the time. He's always facing opposition, and at Big House was the first time I was cheered against. Not because they didn't like me, but it's because they wanted the other guy to win. And I felt like a little bit demoralized. And I was like, how can people play in these kind of situations? And somehow Hungrybox does that all the time. And he's been winning tournaments this year. And he actually had an amazing year. And people still rated him as 5 on the Melee Army top 100. I'm just like, that's crazy. He actually just got like top 2 in every tournament, or top 3. Sometimes he had like a few top 8 performances, but the fact that he went to so many tournaments and got like those high placings, he's always like fought against, really. And yeah, I'm like really impressed by that.
Awesome. That's a great answer. So with all of the Smash royalty in one place, in one van, and one hotel lobby eating breakfast, and one house, are there any points at which you felt starstruck, even a little bit?
For now, actually, if this was a year ago, yes. But I since I've been traveling around, I've been talking to, or at least interacting with all the players here. I think the one person I didn't meet before was Alex19, actually. Like, I've met everyone before, and again, I'm just like in the background a little bit because like maybe because I play Sheik or everyone else is more famous, my region doesn't get exposure. But everyone knows who I am, and we're like, hey, welcome, like good to see you again. So really, everything's been comfortable, and we all just want to play our best. We're just playing our best this time.
What an amazing segue, because I want to ask you. So Smash Summit is the largest prize pool in Melee's history, but almost 3 days of playing precede the first bracket match for that massive prize pool. Who's playing their best and who's sandbagging?
I don't know if anyone's sandbagging per se, but this is a completely different environment than we've ever been used to. Usually it's hectic, hundreds of people, and we have to like accommodate ourselves, but we're giving everything here. We're in a very comfortable environment, and it is tiring because we're playing so much, but also we have time to think for once, like how exactly we're going to approach ourselves. Who's playing very well? I think SFAT is playing amazingly this weekend. Like, if you saw his challenger matches, he went through everyone basically, and lost a doubles match to Mango Lucky, and he lost to West Balls in the rematch. So SFAT definitely really good right now. Mango is actually doing very well too, and that is surprising-ish, because, well, you think Mango, he's like the best player ever, he's the GOAT, but his recent tournament performances are pretty lackluster for him. And he looks really happy to be here. I think he's having a good time. And I think we'll see really amazing things from him.
That's very good. I want my Mango to be happy. Listen, I think that's going to about take us to the end. But at the end, I have a speed run that I'm doing with all the players, okay? So it's 8 questions. And I'm going to throw them at you. I'm going to hang on to the mic. Just going to go back forth. And you got to just top of your head from your gut, okay? Number 1. Appies or Zerts?
I don't.
Number 2, mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
Number 3, GGs or pop-off?
GGs.
Number 4, Frozen or Tangled?
Tangled.
Number 5, what year was Melee released?
2001.
Number 6, who was your first main?
Sadness.
Number 7, who's the best Smasher of all time?
Armada.
Number 8, who's going to win this weekend?
Mango.
Swedish Delight. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash Summit, and thank you, Swedish. Appreciate it.